Hi there, people. So, welcome to the card of the day. Marcus Vasey here, and we have the Emperor. Now, this is not the first time I have had the Emperor here for in the last month or so. So, this is a bit of an energy with me, and I have to apologize for anybody following me on a day-to-day basis because we're getting a lot of masculine cards, because that's the story where I'm in at the moment. So I'm in, obviously, in this divine masculine journey of discovering how to connect to a little bit of more my masculine energy. And this means me stepping into certain stories. It means me being able to hold space for myself on many levels. And the Emperor is, one of the ultimate masculine strong cards. He represents stability in chaos. He represents this grounded, earthy nature, but also this energy of strong fire and will and determination and perseverance. And he's got a strong amount of discipline, and he comes up always with these messages of, hey, it's time to bring order to the chaos, it's time to discipline yourself, it's time to plan, it's time to bring a little bit of self-control into your story. This is I know that I need this a lot. I know that he comes to tell me, come on, bring out that fire and sit a little bit more in your self-control. I'm going to plan my day. I'm going to finish some tasks that I haven't finished because I've been procrastinating like a madman. I'm going to order the chaos of all my notes and this work that I've been doing. I'm going to bring a little bit of the Emperor into my life. He's that part of us that, and he comes up when certain stories are around. He'll come up when, for example, we're not sitting in our own strength, or we give our own power away, and we are not standing up for our own rights. He'll come up like that because he's willing to go to battle and fight for what he knows is his truth. He's a very wise old man, and he's like this very compassionate as grandfather figure inside of us that has the wisdom and understanding to know what needs to be done, where and why and how, and he's not afraid to go out and do it, and he's not afraid to go out and say it. So he's that part. He comes up when when maybe we're lacking a little bit of discipline in our lives, when we find that we're wasting our time, we're drifting a little bit, and maybe when we're afraid to take on new things, because he's got all this Aries energy of the Rams there on his throne, because he is the instigator of stories. He's not afraid to go out and start something. He's not afraid to go out and begin a fresh new project, but at the same time he's not afraid to go out and finish old ones. So he is just bringing this order to the chaos in our lives. And he brings up this question for me, and I was kind of asking myself a lot about this yesterday as well, about this inner saboteur that we have that stops us from really living the fullness of our life. So it's more than just your inner critic, which is going yang 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 all the time and trying to put you down, which we can hear those voices and we can become conscious of those voices. But it's the subconscious part of ourself that has been taught to go against our deeper desires, our mission in life, our spiritual goals, our real, true, and honest and sincere sense of self. So, our deeper desires and our real, honest and mature needs as people. So we've got needs as children, and those needs as children are pretty basic. Like, we need lots of love and protection, and we need people to look after us and take care of us and give us their attention, and everything is focused to that. It's not like we don't need those things now, but we really needed the outside world to give us all of that when we were kids, and we have different sort of mechanisms and patterns that set in, that teach us and that have taught us how we get that attention, how we get that love, how we get how we're going to feel accepted and embraced and feel happy with who we are. And so we'll manipulate ourselves in a way so that we can get a little bit more of that, depending upon who's out there supposed to be supposedly giving us these stories. And I find that part of my own saboteur was part of this sensitive part of me that that found itself in an environment where there were lots of dominating characters and some strong personalities, that it was easy for me to follow than to challenge, and I didn't stand up for my own rights as much as I followed others' stories. So, and this was good for me. It helped me because it helped me get along and be at peace with the people in my home environment, as well as it helped me. I would see that their goals were fulfilled, and they became happy, and I had this reciprocal happiness because I had this empathic sort of tapping in. I didn't hated it when people felt angry. I hated it when people felt sad, and it really affected me. So I was super happy for somebody when they felt happy, but I trained myself that this was the type of happiness that was important, and it's great on one front, and it helped me on many fronts, and it helped me feel a part of my environment. It helped me connect more. When everybody was in a good mood, it was easier for me to be empathic and deal with my own sensitivity. When everybody's angry, I run away, because it felt too strong for me. And so my inner saboteur was always putting right now, because I'm asking myself to step up a little bit into a greater version of who I am, and I'm asking to take that a little bit more seriously and put a little bit more importance on that. And so I'm encountering all these challenges of my subconscious conditioning, which is saying no, good to stay small. It's good to stay small. Just follow other people, do their story instead of your story. This is much more important because you're going to get on well. And I have this inner dialogue, which is it's not a critical dialogue. It's just it's like my inner child is afraid to reach out and become big because that wasn't as safe when he was little. And this is part of what I'm working with. And so if you can identify your little inner girl, what patterns she had in the past in order to protect herself and give her what she needed, this might well be right now something that you don't need anymore, something that's actually a blockage and an obstacle for you to step into your divine masculine in my case, or divine feminine maybe, or divine anything, just to step into a higher version of yourself. That's my message for today. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that goodness. I'm going to leave a link to maybe my past video that I made about the Emperor. Oh no, maybe not just a link to it. Maybe I'll just leave the YouTube link. You can sift through that. It's a little bit easier to find on YouTube, I think. Either way, have a wonderful day. Sit in your strong masculine who's willing to stand up, but is calm and collected and focused and very, not necessarily intellectual, but he's got his connected head and heart in the right place. And I hope you do today as well, and I hope you can feel a little bit of this calm warrior energy which fills you in your life and gives you the determination and the discipline which you need to carry out everything that needs to happen today. A lot of love and a lot of goodwill to you all.